everyone, it's Connie again, and I thought I'd make another video about some favorite recipes here at the Fay household. I wanted to give a shout out to my son Steven. He has started the program, and in his first week he's lost 7 pounds in 1 week. We are so happy for him, so yay Steven! One of the dishes he has discovered that he absolutely loves is a recipe called pizza casserole. Kind of gives him the pizza benefit without all the negative calories of pizza, which is a lot of bread and unhealthy cheeses and high fat meats. So I thought I'd show you how to make a family favorite pizza casserole. I did not have ground beef. The recipe does have call for ground beef, and I will post this recipe on my Facebook page. You normally use really lean ground beef. All I had was really lean ground turkey. So just be aware that my meat's going to look a little whiter than beef, but still really healthy for you and still has a great flavor. So I cooked up a pound of lean ground turkey, shred it, and we're gonna just put this in the bowl. I forgot to spray it with Pam. So we're gonna just dump that right back. So first you want to spray it with Pam, then you want to put the meat in the bowl. And I sauteed this up so where it's crumbled and ground up pretty good. And then you're going to want to add your seasonings. And there is some good seasonings here. We'll do a teaspoon of garlic powder. We love the garlic here. All right. We're gonna do 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. We like to use the sea salt. Gives a nicer flavor, the coarse ground one. So that's just 1, 2, 3. Then we've got a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And then we're gonna add some basil and we're gonna add some oregano, and that's a teaspoon of each of those. Oh, we're gonna have to pour that out. And basil with my spoon. Oh, that fits in there nice. Okay, and we got the basil. So those are our seasonings. And we're gonna just mix those in really good into the meat so as it's baking. Or if you're doing this in a crock pot. This recipe can be done in a crock pot or in the oven. My kids like it baked in the oven. I would have liked the crock pot because, you know, just dump and go. But this is just good no matter which way you cook it. All right, so then after we've integrated all the seasonings, we're gonna add the cauliflower. This is 2 cups of chopped cauliflower florets. I believe that's 248 grams. So we're gonna dump that in there, and it asks for a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I like the really nice grated Parmesan cheese for recipes like this. My husband really likes the powdery, and I like my Parmesan cheese shredded. Okay, now that we've got all that assembled, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add 2 cups of marinara sauce. You can use either the Rouse, which is very popular, and you can get this almost anywhere now. Their marinara ones I really love, but it is a bit pricey. I think this runs about $7 a jar, but it's the low sodium marinara by Victoria. We're gonna add 2 cups of that, and then you're gonna add pepperoni. Now this recipe calls for 2 ounces of pepperoni, but you take 1 of the ounces and you dice them up, you cut them up. So Steven, my sous chef, was nice enough to quarter these pepperoni slices up. My husband gave me this for Christmas. I've needed this for over 20 years. And these meat scissors are just so wonderful, and they cut through really quick. So I had him breaking the meat scissors for us today. And you're gonna add those quartered pepperonis because that's gonna be integrated throughout the casserole. So then we're gonna just stir this up into a nice moist yummy flavored mixture. Now, if you are putting this in the crock pot, I believe you stop right around here until towards the end of the recipe when you're just about ready to serve it. But since we are putting it in the oven, we can already top it with the cheese and the pepperoni on top. So I usually get the, you want the turkey pepperoni, that's healthier. Target has a wonderful uncured turkey pepperoni that I highly recommend. You don't get the nitrates and all those nasty preservatives that can cause a lot of people headaches. Being a fellow migraine sufferer out there, if not all of you out there, yeah, the more you can stay away from nitrates, the better. So then we weighed out our cheese, and you get 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese. You want the low-fat mozzarella cheese. That's about 6 ounces. So we just top it with cheesy goodness. Who doesn't love the cheese? All right, so we got that nice looking cheese crust there. And then we top it with the pepperoni. We're gonna bake this in the oven at 350. Now, we will show you when it comes out of the oven. We'll be cooking this later tonight, and I'll be happy to show you how it turns out. Since we're cooking it later today, I'm actually gonna probably bake it for 45 minutes covered so the cheese gets nice and melty, and then we'll take the cover off to brown up the cheese. So it'll probably cook a little longer because it'll be sitting in the refrigerator and it's gonna have to warm up. So this is pretty much our dinner for tonight. This serves 4. Quarter of the serving here is for 1 person, and it's a lot. And it's filling, it's full of flavor, and it's really healthy for you. So we will get this in the oven later today, and we'll be pulling it out and show you what in all its cheesy glory. Hey, we're back at supper time, and Stephen and I have been waiting anxiously for the casserole, and I'm gonna be pulling it out now. We like baking it just because we like the smell. And as you can see, look at that cheesy, bubbly, yummy goodness. And with the turkey pepperoni, it cooks up just so nicely. What I do is, since we made it this morning and we had to heat it up in the oven, I covered it with tin foil at 350, and I put it in, and then I started the oven. Just let it gently warm up with the oven. And it baked in the oven, covered for about 40 minutes, and that allows the cheese to get a nice melty goodness on there. And then I uncovered it and baked it for another 10 minutes, just so the pepperoni crisps up a little bit and the cheese gets a little more brown. You probably need to sit for about 5 minutes to settle. Stephen will also add on the recipe at the end of this. And I also posted it today on my Facebook if you want to see it under Connie Faye. And I hope you guys have a nice, warm, wintry night here. Monday night here in Minnesota. It's freezing cold. So this is going to be a nice meal to warm up to. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Bye.